Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Beyond the Veil. Got a show for you. It's a weird one. Buckle up.
Hell
What's up? This is Beyond the Veil. We talk about stuff, I guess.
Things and stuff.
Yep. We've got, by the way, Rhomboid and 8-Bit. Make sure you follow them on their own channels. Lest I lose all respect for you.
Damn.
Wow.
That's high praise. Thank you. Thank you for that shout out, dude.
Appreciate it.
But it's good to be here. I'm excited because I was telling Belb, I know in terms of previous episodes I was kind of knowledgeable on a lot of it to a pretty okay extent. This is one of them where I know very little, so I'm stoked to learn more about it because I've always wanted to learn a little bit more about tarot and all that good stuff.
Yeah, today is about tarot, and it is as pertaining to the Western mystery tradition, European yoga, essentially. But before we start, I wanted to do some stuff, and I wrote it down here. Oh yeah, I wanted to show off some awesome pictures that Little Boof sent me. And they're kind of related, but they're like not really related.
A little art show and tell. What about that? Yo. 32 months, 8-Bit. Holy shit.
32 months, baby.
Damn, that's a lot of time.
I'm doing it live here.
Damn, what a flex.
Resub. Yeah, so I can flex. So I can flex on cam. Actually, flex on cam.
So
like with the receipts in each hand. Like.
Oh man, I should have done that, or just had like the Twitch Prime crown and then the bell. Oh, I still have to order my Belb mug. By the way, shout out to Belb's merch.
oh,
if I had the link.
First time I found out you're doing merch.
Here, in the chat. Listen, buy some of Belb's stuff. It's fucking sick. Oh, he's got it swag. Oh, that's how you get it. Exclamation point swag.
Yeah.
I'm probably the worst mod on the fucking planet. My bad.
Nah, it's not like that though. So Boofs went to a Goodfellas, the Oddfellows lodge, and she knows I'm into that kind of stuff. So
so
what is that?
Oddfellows? It's kind of like masonry.
Oh, okay.
And she sent this. I could probably speculate on what it is, but I'm not a Mason or an Oddfellow or whatever, and I don't think I should be exposing their shit. But we'll take a look at it, and maybe by the end of tonight, maybe you'll be able to figure some of this out. And then
so what is all this stuff? I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
This is gear.
Ball of bling.
This is gear you can find at the merch store. Imagine.
This is the link.
This is
what you can get.
This is all Belb stuff. And look at if you look
at the picture closely, that's actually me Belb, Rum, Bones.
Yeah, and this,
and we're all like in prayer around Belb.
yeah,
That's me.
yeah. This is me. This
Yeah.
No, sure,
this
you're in the middle
this
there.
grenade with the hand with the heart. This is that's our love
Oh,
of the
that's
Green
okay.
Day album American Idiot.
Yo, for sure,
Oh, hell
dude. I
And
love that.
there's the all-seeing eye. So that's the Illuminati. So that's good.
yeah. Mhm.
But anyway,
Awesome.
whoa. Okay. Um. So anyway, that's that. I wanted to
Pretty
show that
cool.
off. It's pretty cool. She thought of me. So I don't get a lot of messages on Discord where it's like, "Yo, I know that uh you like things, so here's this." Feel free to message me on Discord if you find cool stuff. If it's not going to benefit me in any way, don't even attempt to talk to me.
Did you? I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
This should make me think of something. Have we watched that Garth Brooks thing together?
Yes.
Okay, because you said cool stuff, and I just pictured you saying it in that same cadence. I'm trying to get cool stuff, slick stuff.
Later on in the stream, remind me, and we'll fill the chat with links to that horrible, disgusting video.
That, honestly, that could be an entire episode.
Honestly,
yes, it's like breaking down if Garth Brooks is an actual like serial killer sociopath.
Yeah,
based on that one video.
It could be. There's a lot to unpack there. But
I'm not familiar, but I'm sure we'll go into it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's great and doesn't cut the eyes out of people. Yeah, so the thing is about tarot cards. A lot of people know them as fortune telling devices mostly, but it actually started as a board game years and years ago, and we'll get to that. And it was adapted later on. It just so happens to fit in hermetics really, really well. And what is hermetics? I guess we're going to get into that too. So, without further ado, I guess I'm gonna start what is an actual lecture, because I
love this shit.
Tarot and the Playmates in the Western mystery tradition. Beyond the Veil. What's up?
God, I had so when you say Playmates, what exactly? What is a Playmate? The people that are using the tarot cards? Is that what you mean?
No. The other arts that weave in and live within the tarot, things like astrology, ceremonial magic, Enochian aether calls. I mean, there's a lot to this. Angels, demons. We'll get to it.
Okay, gotcha.
I wanted to put out a quick disclaimer. Okay, I read a lot about the occult. I do a lot of research, a lot of documentaries, a lot of podcasts. This is my bread and butter, and we'll get into why in just a second. But I'm going to read this quick disclaimer. I am not an expert. These are opinions and interpretations of things that I've read over the years, and some things are just recycled words from those books or lectures or teachings from studying over the years. I'm not an expert, and some of the information I might give or might be giving you may be incorrect. Just a heads up warning. Your mileage may vary. I'm not telling you to invoke any Goetic demons. I'm not telling you to do any of that. None of it. You feel me?
I'm
I
out.
feel you.
Fucking, that's the whole reason I came.
Well,
You were gonna try and
Learn
summon
how to
demons.
fucking
That's
yeah.
a bad move, brother.
we'll talk about that at some other time. But you've got to know things building up to this. I'm MrBelb. I wear a lot of hats. I'm an affiliate streamer on Twitch. I'm an amateur tabletop game designer, and most of you probably don't know that I'm a deeply spiritual and religious person. The religion that I practice is called Thelema, although I don't follow the doctrines as written. We'll get into that in some other episodes. It's a hermetic religion that utilizes things like tarot, Kabbalah, astrology, and ceremonial magic. So when I was born, from the ages of 0 up, I was a very conservative Baptist. Very, very big right wing conservative Baptist. At the age of 16, I was drawn to the occult. Even though being a Baptist, I didn't know, and I started practicing meditations, altar makings, feng shui, and even natural based magic. And it just seemed to click. I had an event. Again, we won't get into it. That almost like an awakening or something. And I spent a lot of time speaking out against Wicca. And then I found Wicca and what it was, and I was doing it. So 18, I was initiated into a Wiccan coven. I quickly rose in the ranks, and eventually I was initiated into an adept level at about the age of 21. Technically, I am an ordained high priest in the Wiccan belief, which there's no central body. It's not like I went to school and I'm a pope or anything. It's just I spent a lot of time with a group, and I can teach other people about Wicca.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
So going from something like a conservative Baptist, like was the transition you had going to Wicca, was that something that like you learned about it through like the demonization that the Baptist like church pushes toward Wicca?
No.
Or, like, was this something that someone told you, like, hey, you should check this out? Or
like I said, I was already practicing it. I was already practicing it, and I was like, Wicca's dumb, and I didn't know anything about it. And I was telling people, Wicca is the worst thing. I remember saying, if I could wipe one doctrine off of the face of the planet, it would be Wicca. While I had a Wiccan altar at home, I had a thing on my floor where I said I wanted God to be able to live in my home. And I remember reading a feng shui book, and I had things representing water and fire, earth and air on it, and I had like candles. It was literally Wicca is what I was doing.
But I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of like, even within Catholicism, like iconography and like the connection of symbols to an actual entity are like super prominent. That's why a lot of people put like crosses and stuff on top of their doorways and stuff as a welcoming symbol for like for God and to protect them from evil spirits. So
yeah,
a lot of this stuff does introduce you.
Yes.
A lot of the concepts in Wicca. So I don't. Sorry, go ahead though.
What I'm saying is, and you're going to find out through the course of this lecture, that every truth points to the same truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these things that are like, every culture has a sect or a body of their religious or spiritual belief that points at a certain source that basically gets muddied down the further it gets closer to man. And you start getting the the dogmatic practices and stuff like that. That's the further it devolves, the further away from that truth it becomes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's important to point out at this point that Wicca is a modern adaptation of or an updated, I guess would be a better way of Thelema. It's a streamlined and like polished to the point where it's like I'd call it like a fast and dirty Thelema.
Interesting.
Like,
wait, so when was Wicca
like it?
When was Wicca like introduced?
This
outside of like
This is controversial because a lot of people who are Wiccans don't want to hear this. But Wicca was invented in the 1960s by a man named Gerald Gardner. Gerald Gardner was initiated into the OTO, which is a lodge type like a church like setting for Thelema by the late Aleister Crowley. He knew the founder of Thelema. And when he says that he had a witch's coven and he wanted to pass on the knowledge, what I think he was doing is he changed most of it so that he didn't have to break his oaths of silence. So that's what I believe he did it for. But there is strong, concrete evidence that Gerald Gardner had an interest in like Celtic tradition, even though we don't know anything about like the Druids or about Celtic, how they used to practice, but he liked the whole nature thing. He was actually a naturalist, so he just brought ceremonial magic like Hermetics, Thelema, and put it with his love of being naked in the forest.
Gotcha.
Pretty much. And a lot of people who are Wiccan because they don't like the church or whatever, there's a whole lot of Christianity, well, technically, I guess Judaism in Wicca, but we might get to that later on. So we'll be touching on the subjects of these religions. We're going to be doing it briefly. If you'd like a podcast episode on Wicca or Thelema Hermetics by itself, please, let me know, and because I'd love to continue the conversation. So, what is tarot?
Question.
Yeah,
card.
what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
So
Let's really get into it.
It's cards, and it was a game.
Wait, so it was introduced as a game?
It was a game, yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere in my script essay that I wrote, it was. Okay, the tarot was the 1400s is when it was.
Oh wow.
Okay, but the things that they were able to, tarot was kind of an afterthought when it came to like the mystery schools. But to me, it almost makes it more special because it fit. You took something totally random and it just fit, and it's like, wow, this is great. Here we have a couple of decks. They come in all different shapes and sizes and colors. We've got the right away. Everybody's seen this deck. We've got the Thoth deck from Aleister Crowley. We actually got one of these here.
So the Aleister Crowley one is definitely the most popular.
No, it is. This is no, it's not. The most popular is this one, the Rider Waite.
Oh, that's what. Oh, sorry, I missed that. I thought you were pointing at that one.
No, okay, Aleister Crowley is the Thoth. Deck.
Okay, he's the Thoth.
Yeah.
Wait, so when was who made the most popular one? Is there any? Is that just like sourced to anybody specifically?
Yeah. Paula Smith, and what was it? A. White.
And that was that also like a 1970s thing, or
no? This was much earlier. This was like the 20s, I think.
Okay.
It must have been because they were both Golden Dawn members.
Gotcha.
So, speaking of Golden Dawn, there's a couple of Golden Dawn decks. This one is not great. Do not get this one. This is the one that's done by Robert Wang. And it's also done by Israel Regardi, but who's somebody you should check out. Anyway,
What makes? I'm sorry for all the questions. What makes a tarot deck good or bad?
uh,
Is it,
the ability to transfer information.
okay.
Tarot is a book. It is the DNA of the cosmos and Kabbalah. It is
Gotcha.
it is everything that lives inside of us, and and again we'll get into that.
All right.
Okay.
Um,
They kind of remind me of like the opposite of Cards Against Humanity.
yeah,
Like, Cards for Humanity.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
some people really, and that's the reason why we're in follower only mode, and the mods are being strict. Some people aren't into them. What is not a tarot card? Well,
Not seen.
an oracle card. Oracle cards are similar, but they're not tarot. We're focusing
Fantasy
on
Cats.
yeah,
What's that?
Fantasy Cats Oracle. You ask, you focus on a question, and you shuffle the deck, and then you pull a card, and then you
Interesting.
interpret that one card. That
Okay,
isn't
so
tarot.
so it's conceptually it's taking the tarot idea but not executing it the
But
same way.
it is not. We're about to learn that there is quite a bit, and we go down the rabbit
Oh yeah,
hole.
I'm just saying like
Yeah,
the general concept is these other oracle cards are going for the same thing, but
yeah.
just approaching it in a very different way.
It's sort of like you've got a Rolls Royce, and listen, this isn't a knock at uh Oracle cards at all, but tarot obviously has more to it. It's like taking a Rolls Royce and building another Rolls Royce, but putting like a Dodge Neon engine in the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Wait, so do you have any oracle cards in your possession or no?
I don't. Oh no, I do. That thing I was gonna listen. The thing I was gonna send Bubonic. This is a set of
Oh,
Oracle
really?
cards.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. It's a Bubonic Plague is a Native American. This is a Native American deck. I have it. I have no use for it. I plan on never using it actually. So I still need his shipping information. That's funny that I just happen to have one.
Interesting. So what drove you to actually get that?
This
'Cause, yeah,
whenever
ahead.
I find occult shit at like Goodwill or I always pick it up. Sort of like game. I collect a lot of this stuff.
So oracle cards are still under the umbrella of occultism.
Yeah, they are. They're more new age.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, it's like something that you do after you do your, you go to your yoga studio and you
Right.
use the rocks to get your chakras realigned and stuff.
Yeah, just looking at some of this, I'm sure I came across it because something I think I've told you, Bell, but I don't know. While I was in college, I managed a yoga studio up in upstate New York, and it's funny because I was like, a college student, hyper negative around a lot of yogis who, especially my general understanding of is Western yogis are extraordinarily positive, and me managing a place like that, constantly coming in hungover and stuff, is probably not the best person to be managing it. I took a lot of yoga classes, and a lot of them spoke of a lot of the, I'm assuming a lot of the oracle cards and that kind of stuff The meditation classes were the best, but
No, so yoga's great. It's fine. It's whatever. But Western yoga, the way we perceive it, is a lot different than yoga in the East. Yoga in the East is like a very serious spiritual practice. It's not like a workout class. It is the joining of man and the divine, which we will get into. So
and that part of it I enjoyed, but then the advent of hot yoga in the West also has made it almost perceived as a workout to a lot of people more than anything else, which is something that I didn't like, and unfortunately I was pushing against. Oh God, I'm trying to remember the name of the person who made hot yoga, and he's like he's basically kind of hated in a lot of these. I can't remember his fucking name. I'll look into it, but the person that made it, it was basically just a cash grab at the end of the day.
Nice. That's sick.
Yeah, I know. Or at least the person that kind of brought the idea to the West and kind of just monetized it, which is like so like un-yogi, I guess, of someone to do. But I'm kind of rambling here, so sorry. Continue, Bill.
Tarot cards, they do come, like I said, in different shapes and sizes. The ones that we're going to be focusing on is the ones with 78 cards in them. There are 22 major arcana cards. They're also called trumps. And then there's 56 minor arcana cards. A total of 78 cards.
Okay.
So let's see. What do we have now? Okay. These are my recommendations if you're going to get a tarot deck. Okay, I recommend the Rider deck. This is Lon Milo Duquette's Tarot of Ceremonial Magic. The Builders of the Ateneum deck is really good as well. Paul Foster Case's deck. Very, very good. And this is Chick Cicero and Sandra Tabitha Cicero's deck. These four are the best of the best in my opinion, especially for what I use it for. And a couple of books that I'd like to recommend is anything by Paul Foster Case. I would like to recommend Lon Milo Duquette. Both this and his book on understanding Aleister Crowley's tarot. I think it's called the Thoth Tarot. And the 78 Degrees of Wisdom is another one that I'd like to recommend.
Awesome.
Okay, preliminary things. Okay, I want to apologize. I'm going to be speaking a lot of Hebrew. Okay. I don't speak Hebrew. I am going to slaughter. I'm going to slaughter the pronunciations.
You should have told me. I could have had Tara chime in. She can speak some Hebrew. I'm sure she'd be able to say this stuff.
Let's see. Hello, Roundy.
Welcome, Roundy.
I'm probably, so when I start getting to the meat and potatoes of the lecture, I'm probably gonna not focus on chat too much. So, get me while you can. So there's a few things we need to know beforehand. So in the old art of alchemy, there are 3 classical elements: fire, air, and water. A 4th element, earth, is kind of added later. It's its own thing. We'll talk about earth another time. It's a very special element. These 4 elements are the bare bones building blocks of pretty much anything in the universe. Not just physical things, but also emotional, intellectual, and spiritual concepts as well. Different combinations of these 4 elements also create abstract ideas. that can be associated with things. So, for example, a silly example here is if you're passionate about your construction job, you might feel the powers of both fire being the passion of the burning passion, and you might earth because you're building things and you need money to survive here on Earth. So, very, very basic. This concept can be further expanded with the 7 magical planets. These are Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Luna, and Sol, the Sun, each having their own emotion and attitude and feeling. It fleshes out the system even further. And even further on the concept, you can do the 12 zodiac signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, which again, they all have their own feelings and ideologies and stuff. We're gonna be learning, thinking very abstractly in order to get into this sort of thing. So I think I missed a couple of slides. Yeah. So here's the symbols for all the planets. This is the symbol for the elements. Lock these into your brain because you might see them later.
What made?
What's that?
Hold on. What exactly makes those planets magical? Is there like a reasoning behind it, or?
Did you want me to build suspense, or did you just want me to tell you flat out?
No. It's okay. You could do what you want. I wasn't sure if we were gonna get to it.
Yeah, no.
You can say that we'll get to it.
Yeah, I've been saying a lot of that though.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. There's a lot to get to.
Okay, spoiler alert: the 7 planets in the west equate to the chakras in the east. The planetary spheres. It's the same thing.
Gotcha.
Hermetic philosophy comes from Hermes Trismegistus, who was a lot of people believe that he's the biblical Moses, or maybe even before that. But Trismegistus basically means the thrice great, because he was the great Hermes. In fact, the Greek god Hermes is named after him. And yeah, he was a master of alchemy. What is it? Magic, and the other one is astrology, I think. Anyway, he was one of the masters.
That would make sense.
Yeah, and so he was a master of all these primitive sciences, and he and his emerald tablet very famously says, "As above, so below." Or well, technically it says that which is above is like that which is below, and that which is within is like that which is without. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that, because if you don't figure it out for yourself, it doesn't really click hard.
Mm-hmm.
This is the zodiac. Scorpios are dicks.
I'm not a Scorpio, so I'm not offended.
That's good.
I can't actually remember.
Wait, are there any other astrology symbols that are dicks?
I mean, this is also coming from the point of view of a Libra, so you know what I mean.
Can we figure out my star sign real quick?
Yeah, when's your birthday?
13th of June. Does the year matter? It does.
13th of June?
Yeah.
You're a Cancer, I believe.
Okay.
Is that? I don't know. I know my wife is into this. I've never really gotten too into astrology. I think it's super interesting, associating personality types and stuff like that with, astrological connections.
Yeah.
But I know there's specific. I don't know, like, what is the deal with Cancer? Like
it's Cancer. It's the crab.
No, I know it's the crab. I'm saying like what are some like personality traits of a Cancer? Is that something that like is interwoven with this with tarot, like,
Oh yeah.
is that taken into account? It is, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Right
what is
now,
Cancer's deal?
This isn't even the lecture. I'm just still priming you.
Oh shit!
I'm telling you,
sorry,
this
I
gets
keep-
deep.
I know. I keep it.
uh,
I'm sorry.
can-
That's how I.
Cancers are very I don't know, indecisive, very fluid. It's a water sign, so
Rum, is that like you? Are you indecisive?
he's literally playing Candy Crush right
he's
now.
literally-
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out
He's
what star sign
literally
I am.
he's literally indecisive about whether or not he's decisive. That's what's happening right now.
I'm Gemini.
Oh, you're Gemini.
Oh, you're
Okay.
Gemini.
Okay. Like I said, it's been. Wait, when did you say it was?
What, my birthday?
Yeah, your birthday. It was late June.
13th.
Early June. Yeah, that makes sense. My buddy, who's a Gemini, is in late May. Anyway, it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Okay. That completes the primer. Okay? Does anybody have any questions before I start getting into it?
I mean, the thing is, I don't know what's going to be explained, so I feel like I should probably
I'll
I'll
just go.
I was
Okay.
gonna ask the cards that you said that you recommend for other people to use. Do you use them yourself, or is tarot reading like something that you need someone else to read?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, you can do it yourself. In fact, some of the ones I recommended, I have right here. This is the Builders of the Adenam, and this is the Tarot of Ceremonial Magic, right here.
Okay.
Um,
I'm assuming you're gonna go through the reason, like what you use them for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 8-bit. You said that you're coming into this like pretty blind. You don't you
yeah,
understand like bits and pieces.
a little bit. I mean, not a crazy amount. Very very little, to be honest. I am going to say something though, Belb, regarding the stream itself.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but there is a tarot category. I don't know if that's something that would be of interest to you, but I don't know. Just something.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll keep it podcast just because of it's more of a podcast thing, and I'm not actually doing any readings or something. That's not something I want to do.
Gotcha. Just something.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, somebody's like, "Oh, read my tarot cards." I don't give a shit what happens to you.
Is it something you can do?
I'm gonna read my own cards, and you're gonna watch it.
Damn.
What was that?
I want to join your. Is this how you guys deal? I love this shit.
No, actually here I'll backpedal. You can see clearly here that the slogan for Thelema, the number is 93, and that's again a whole nother thing. Do what thou will be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will is the main rule. If anything else in Thelema, that is it. Love and will. And you don't want to, if you interfere with somebody's will or their love, you have then broken their Thelema. You know what I'm saying?
But what if their love is something that is like heinous or something?
That's not a true love. Nobody can tell anybody else what their love is or what their true will is. However, if you love to interrupt somebody else's love or will,
oh yeah,
you are not doing it.
Yeah, because so if they love interrupting someone's will, they're already breaking the rule that's already been established. I got you.
So the thing, also another thing with Thelema is people can ask about hermetics. They can ask about Thelema, but you never do like any ministry work or anything because might interrupt somebody's will, or divine will. So it's complicated. You have to find hermetics yourself, or you have to ask somebody who's into hermetics. If you can find a weirdo like that.
It's a weirdo right here.
Who? Rum?
You?
Nah.
What?
No. If anybody has any questions regarding my beliefs or whatever, just message me afterwards if you give a shit, and if you don't, whatever. That's cool. All the better. The Sefer Yetzirah. This is the book of creation. This is the earliest found book in Hebrew that's about magic. It's very good. It is not very good to read. You've got to be very lucky and know a weirdo so they can sum it up for you, because it is dry. Trust me.
Do you know how to sum it up?
Yeah, we'll get to. I'm going to be doing that. And you might ask. You said, "Well, MrBelb, if this is such a sacred, holy text, where am I ever going to be able to get a copy of something like this?" Look around. You'll probably find one. I literally found this one on Target, Target.com. So I guess you just connecting one to the divine is only a Google search away these days. So okay,
where's the original text held?
The original text, I do not know. I
What was that previous picture of? Was that the original?
That was just
this here.
That's just some scroll.
Just a scroll.
No, I tried to. This was setting me up for this punchline.
Oh, okay.
I tried to. I tried to sprinkle some humor into this, so it's not so boring.
No, that was.
I'm feeling it.
That was good.
So
is it a scroll or is it a book?
The Sefer Yetzirah?
Yeah.
It's probably a scroll. It dates back to 200 BC.
Yeah.
It's probably not some ancient Kindle they dug up somewhere.
It's just on loosely paper stapled together.
Yeah. It's in a 3-ring binder.
Yeah, 3-ring binder.
They found it when they moved an old Xerox machine. It was underneath.
Ancient, dude.
So this book, the Sefer Yetzirah, it explains how the universe and all of everything was created. Just like in the book of Genesis from the Bible or the Torah. And the process is called Kabbalah. And Kabbalah is the way that the universe was created as far as mortals can understand. You've got a dirty, filthy meat brain, and it's hard. It's hard to understand things like absolute nothingness or the Big Bang or infinity. So this is it. This is the extent of your filthy meat brain. Rum. Talking to you. So most of the time when somebody thinks of Kabbalah, they think of Madonna with a red string around her hand, wrist, whatever. Or they think of 10 circles and 22 lines connecting them. And this figure here is called the Tree of Life. This is a beautiful thing. You could spend a lifetime meditating on this image and still not have fulfilled your work. It's very deep. It's the most important thing to me. That's another thing. If you came in late, you're going to be learning a lot about me. I am completely. I might as well be completely nude here. This is Belb at the rawest you will ever see.
This is raw content.
This is very dear to me. So these 10 circles are.
Time to mention I can't read that image. I can't make any of the words out.
Yeah, well, it's just chill.
Right.
We'll get to that. So the 10 Sephiroths, and the 22 paths. It demonstrates at the very top up here. It's called Keter. That's what it would say there if you can read it. So it demonstrates this is the perfect consciousness. This is the perfect singularity. This is Godhead. Okay. And it demonstrates the perfect consciousness at the top, falling deeper and deeper in density into a sleep-like state. And practical Kabbalah, as practiced by Hermeticists like myself, is the process of climbing back up the tree of life and trying to wake up with each step, with each circle. So, the Buddhists they call it enlightenment or nirvana.
That's what I would have known.
It's the same. It's the same thing. Only this is, same thing. These two images are almost interchangeable. Yeah. In the long run. Okay. Oh wow. Never mind that click to add text. That's not part of the slideshow.
It could be.
Okay. So the very first sentence in both the Torah and the Bible, in Genesis 1:1, is, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." And then it describes an order which physical manifestation was created by the divine. However, it does not explain the process, between the days or the weather to create and creation itself. But we're lucky because the Sefer Yetzirah exists, and it explains it. So, first, there was the supreme primal consciousness that came out of nothing. Actually, 3 types of nothing, but we're not going to get into that part. Right. Because it doesn't pertain to... This isn't an episode on Kabbalah. This is an episode on the tarot.
I'm going to have to put a pin in that because I got to find out what the 3 types of nothingness are.
There's 3 types. There's the Ein, there's the... What is it? Ein Soth, and Ein... Anyway, we'll get to it. I can't remember the Hebrew names off the top of my head. Listen, this is all.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, and I did all this studying by myself. This is all me, baby.
I understand.
All right. So first, there was this supreme consciousness that came out of nothing. In fact, the Sefer Yetzirah says it's a decade out of nothing. So we're going to have 10 things. And for really no real reason, deity decided to be self-aware. And looking into itself, it realized that it existed.
Is that a good thing?
Self-awareness.
Big surprise.
It spawned a second condition. The second condition is the realization of self and not self. But, it would have been impossible to stop, because once you have 1 and 2, you have to have 3. Because once you know that you exist and something else exists, you know that there's a third condition where the knowledge between the difference.
Right. That makes sense.
Interesting.
Knowing the difference.
Yeah.
This is the Holy Trinity of any religion. This is why every religion depicts a top 3. When it even the Egyptians had Osiris, Isis, and Horus. The Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, Odin, Thor, and the other one that nobody knows about. This is it. Knowing the difference between, and this continued much like the second condition, looking into itself again, it spawned a second triad. Does anybody recognize this shape?
It's a rupee.
It's a rupee from Zelda. That is correct. That was the answer I was looking for. I want to show you something quick.
It's the, what's it called? It's the
David?
It's the Star David.
Yeah.
It's a hexagram.
I did it.
Gotcha. Good
Okay.
job, Rum.
I used my meat brain.
So,
Hey, your meat brain's pretty good.
Thank you.
So, and much like the third condition, how it did there, a reflection of this one appeared, and it's a whole nother triad. So that's 3 sets of 3s. And then finally, at the very bottom, these thoughts moving away from innocence over and over spawned the physical realm where we're all at right now. The Kabbalistic term for this one is called Twitch.
Thank fuck.
No, it's called Malcooth. This is the material.
Twitch Prime.
This is the material plane as we know it. Okay. Oh, and here is what lives inside of your imagination. And then it keeps going up, more abstract as you get further up, and eventually, boom. That's God. You have a direct brain antenna to the divine. Now, how does Kabbalah relate to the tarot? The Sefer Yetzirah is at least 2,000 years old, and tarot only dates back to the 1400s. It was a parlor game for the wealthy. What could they possibly have to do with each other? We're getting to it though. Any questions on tarot up to this point?
So what's up?
I keeping in mind this is not the episode on Kabbalah. This is I'm just
okay. Then I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'll look it up another.
Okay.
Because I do have a lot of questions, but they're all specific, so I'm not gonna bring it into that.
So yes. Here's that diagram again. And it's weird because it doesn't seem to make sense. Well, how could tarot have something to do with something that's so old and seems so sacred? It doesn't add up. A lot like this photo. It doesn't add up. We're getting to it.
Oh my god. The
The
world's
he-
number one card
I'm so
game, number
happy.
3 card.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
The world's number one card game, third.
Yep, certainly is the number third. The Hebrew alphabet is truly a magical thing. It helps explain the creation of matter, dimensions, the magical elements, the magical planets, and even the zodiac. Kabbalah cuts the Hebrew alphabet into sections. See, now we're really learning. So the three sections are the 3 mother letters, the 7 double letters, which sprang from the mother letters, and then the 12 simple letters that came from the mixture of the two. And it they evolved in this order. They went from Squirtle to Warturtle to Blastoise. But even though they're evolving and they're getting, further, it's actually kind of it's moving more and more away from innocence. If you look at a Squirtle and you look at a Blastoise, one is cuter than the other. Okay, this is a powerful war machine. This is, well, you guys remember the Squirtle Squad.
Squirtle Squad is powerful in numbers, dude. Don't underestimate the Squirtle. Especially when they got sunglasses on.
The mother letters, the 3 mother letters, are Aleph, Mem, and Shin. They created time and space. It's just I bet you wish we could figure out how that happened, but you're in luck. Back to the real world, the highest of the holy edition. God, I'm such a... All right. So up until this point, our story about deity has brought itself self-awareness and things, awareness. So now we're going to explain the Hebrew alphabet and the okay, and how this created physical realm. All right, up until this point, it's awareness, but it is still nothing, nowhere. And it decides that it would like to exist. I mean, but if you're nowhere,
How does that which doesn't exist decide it wants to exist?
well,
Oh, my meat brain.
all right.
Help.
I told you we're gonna get down the rabbit hole, and we're gonna get there. There is an end in sight. It's I got at least 24 plus more slides, so the prime singularity. Okay, we're talking a point. It's like the Big Bang right before it. Deity reaches up as high as it can go and reaches down as it creates an infinite height, and it reaches down creating an infinite depth and seals it in such a way to where it's just, I mean, it's infinite. The ever expanding universe.
It's still reaching?
I mean, why not?
I'm just asking. So it's just constantly trying to find the end? Is it looking for the end? Or is it just being like, fuck it, I'll reach?
I don't know. Is it?
Something to bear in mind for all you fellow simple meat brains.
So from there, deity stretched out east and west same way to infinity. Okay? And that was the letter Mem. The other one was Aleph.
I'm following.
Much like that, north and south reach further, sealed the infinity. That was the letter Shin. This is these letters. This is why it says that deity spoke the universe into existence. So it went and it created a 2D plane, right? And then when it went north and south, it created a 3-dimensional space. Okay. And this is what created time and space. Not too shabby for 3 letters. It's also where you get your primal elements from. Okay, so from here, the mother letters, when they reached out in sealed to infinity, there is like the space that it's at spawned another letter reaching up to infinity. It has there's another letter, so now there's 7 double letters that came out of these 3. So at the very center, bringing it back, is Tav. This is ruled by the planet Saturn. It's also the trump, the world. And this is what it brought. It brought each of the double letters brought on an illusion of duality. Before this, there was no duality. Or so they say. Saturn brought forth dominion in slavery, and that's at the center. The above portion, Bet, Mercury, is peace and war. Down below, oh, I got peace and war twice. Oh no. Do I have it written down?
Bet is peace and war?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
So Gimel is, let's see. Justified repayment? Or reward and punishment.
Reward and punishment. Okay, there you go. And that and that's like, it's, again, think very abstractly. It's infinite, but this is the top of infinity. Just bear with me. I didn't write it. This is just where we get it.
It's at the tip, but it's also ever expanding.
Yeah.
Said, right?
That's the point at which it keeps going, right?
Yeah. Yes. On each side.
So the
peace and war is very top, constantly going up. And reward and punishment are going down and nearly around.
We've got wealth and poverty, and it's of course ruled by Jupiter. Okay. Kaf. Dal is Venus, of course, wisdom and folly. And here in the south, we have the sun, that the card, the sun, that is ruled by the sun. Can you imagine if it wasn't? And then we have Mars with beauty and ugliness. And that, of course, is the tower. And from those sprang the simple letters. Now,
that image. I love that.
Text.
Cool text. Love that.
okay, so from here, this is where you get the trumps. You know, the Emperor and Death. This is the northeast, and then the northwest. For some reason, I didn't write it there. Then you've got this is the south, southwest, southeast. The Devil and the Chariot, and of course, it's ruled by different. This is the zodiac portion that I was talking about. And these are the simple letters that go with it. The below north, below south, below above north, above south. And then of course you got your east and west also. And this is what it looks like when you're talking about the cards themselves. And this is what you're looking at when you're talking about the alphabet itself. And all of the mother letters are in red, the double letters are in blue, and the black are the simple letters. Here's a summary of what we went over.
Do you have a wintry as well? Just to get the contrast.
Oh,
boy. I'm sorry.
So this is something I whipped up, and they're corresponding letters.
Okay.
And here, I didn't know which one you'd be able to see, so I put 2, and it looks like this one is the one that you can't see as well.
The one on the right is definitely clearer.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. This is the trumps on the paths of the Tree of Life. There are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. There are 22 major arcana cards.
I remember that.
Okay, and here is... Nope. And here is the trumps themselves. This is them all lined up. In fact, I wasn't going to get into it today. I was actually just going to mention it. The tarot... The tarot, it starts with the Fool at number 0. The Fool represents unlimited potential.
I was wondering what it was. I was wondering what it actually was supposed to represent.
Well, I mean, 8-bit only a fool would venture out into the world and face the dangers. You know.
Oh yeah.
And look at this cute young dog is trying to tell him, like, you're gonna step off this cliff.
Yeah, bro, you don't want to go. You do not want to.
You do not want to do that. So each color, and I have the Fool big here just because it's easy.
Is that? Sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, so like with tarot, obviously there's like tarot readings, which is probably the most like prominent. But with tarot, is there like these? You said these are specifically matched to astrological signs, each one, or no?
Not every single one. Like the Fool is air.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
You know, there's some of them are planets, some of them are, you know,
right.
The Hermit is Virgo.
Is there one for Capricorn?
Yeah. Yeah, we just went off the top of my head.
I forgot which one it was.
It's the Devil.
Yes.
Yo.
Fuck yes. Oh my god. Finally, I have confirmation. Okay, we're good.
Okay, but here's the thing about the Devil. Okay.
Yeah. What about me?
What about me?
the
The devil in tarot is not.
I know it's not.
It's not the same. You
Right,
see
yeah.
these two people. They're chained here. You know, they're chained here. They're being tortured by in different things. But if you look closely, the symbolism. This is the level of detail in these cards. If you look, they're staying here willingly. The chains around their neck. They could slip it off at any time. They want to be here. These people want to be addicted to what they are. They want to overeat. They want to overindulge.
Oh.
The devil is the devil is
enabling.
Yeah, it's just kind of like putting the blame. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's sort of like let me find it. Sort of like here with the death card. Oh no. If I pull the death card when I'm flipping through my tarot decks, it means I'm gonna die.
No, I don't want to die.
Boy, do I have bad news for you, Rom.
Yeah,
No,
I got.
Don't say it.
Sorry, dude, but
No,
Okay,
I shan't believe it.
so the death
I mean,
card.
you chose to be born, dude. Remember that.
The death
I
card.
didn't know it was gonna be this bad. Fuck.
Okay. Look at the people. It's almost like they're pleading and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What else do you notice about this image?
I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see.
Death has armor, which I find interesting.
If you
What
look,
is the
what's that?
what is the flag like? Does that have a specific iconographical? I don't know. Iconography
that.
like association, or like is it like a random thing created for tarot?
It could be the lotus of illumination. It could be the flower petals from the rose cross.
Okay.
Seven of Lotus.
If you look in the back, okay, here between these two pillars, the sun's rising.
Okay.
And these are here are the pillars of the Kabbalah. Boaz and what an embarrassing time to not know this off the top of my head.
It's fine.
Anyway, regardless, these are the pillars now.
Right.
They're the pillars, and they represent the same thing. They're Solomon's temple's pillars. They're
Is that kind of like the pearly white gates?
they could be. I've never heard that association before.
Gates of heaven.
But anyway, there's a lot of symbolism. The color means something. The different things, like different little things on this, really they mean a lot. Everything on these things are deliberate, and it's complete
gravity.
Completely ingenious. We're going to dip back into Kabbalah for a second. I'm going to demonstrate something real quick. These are the pillars I was talking about. What's that?
There's nothing inherently good nor bad, or is it both with each individual card?
Yeah, it is what it is, especially with the trumps. Is like they represent a cosmic level of shit. You know, it's like there's very, very, very little that you can do, if anything, to, you know, the Trumps are like karma at work. You know what I mean? Like it's already been done. It's just sit back, relax. There's nothing you can do to make it any better or worse. It is how it is. However,
It is what it is.
the smaller cards are, which we're going to kind of dip into here in a second, are a little, that's a little different. Now, here we have the 4 Kabbalistic worlds. Okay, this is the archetypal world of Asiya. This is Braya, creative world. We have the formative world down just below it. That's oh man, I can't read the thing, so this is all on memory. See if I can zoom in.
I can barely read it.
Yeah, I can't. Like I said, I can't read it, so it's all on memory. And then this is the manifestation. This is the manifest world, and that's what the fuck is it called? Let me do a quick Google search. Fuck this. The 4.
Are those the 2 pillars that you were referring to
Yes,
in the picture?
Yeah. Yep.
that's
what
it.
we mentioned before.
That's cool.
So is that saying that these? Is that kind of just alluding to the fact that death is unavoidable? It's like a pillar of, in order to make it to, I guess, God, you need to die.
No.
Hmm?
In fact, you need to not die, but we won't get into that.
What do you mean? We
Uh,
all die.
Yeah. So anyway, these are the 4 Kabbalistic worlds. Like I said, there's Asaluth, that's the archetypal world. There's Braya, the creative world. The formative world is Yetzira, and Asiya is the material world. The way that these things work is pretty funny. I have a funny allegory. In fact, this isn't me. This is Lon Milo Duquette's interpretation. Here in the material world, okay, people need, okay, for example, rum, 8-bit, you guys are sitting in chairs, okay? If, and again, this is Lon Milo Duquette's interpretation. You're sitting in chairs. The chairs that you're sitting in, they help you, get off your feet or whatever, right? So that's where it manifests. The one Yetzira, the formative world. This is where the blueprints take place of the chair that you're sitting on.
Okay.
Okay. Up above it in Braya, and as long as I'm quoting Lon Milo Duquette, I might as well use his joke. It's Braya, but he likes to call it Bria, the world of soft cheeses. Because he thinks he's so funny.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible.
It's so good.
It's so bad.
So bad.
So anyway, this is where the archangels live, and they have this idea, right? That people very specifically need to rest their ass on something They need to get off their feet and rest their ass on something, or they'll just die eventually. Okay?
I feel that.
And then going up
Yep.
further than that is this is the realm where it is just the abstract idea of rest. So as it materializes down the tree of life, you have the idea of rest. The idea that people specifically need to get off of their feet or they will eventually die. Hey, this could be an idea to get people to not die from this is a solid plan, and then this here is the execution in the final product.
Got it.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
It's an interesting way to explain it,
makes
but
sense.
it does make sense.
it makes
Yeah.
sense. That's like it's again. That's taken from big shout out to Lon Milo Duquette. That's taken from the Chicken Kabbalah. Very good book. Highly recommend it. And of course, each of these realms is ruled by an element, and there is the unspeakable name of God. Involved Yod He Vav He, which is not a name anyway, it's a formula. But this is the episode on tarot and not Kabbalah. So,
Right.
we're going to talk about representations of within the small trumps, and this is winding down. The aces of every suit represents the most pure energy of that element coming directly from the divine. Pentacles, whether it be Wicca or ceremonial magic, it represents the powers of earth, the element of earth. In fact, in each of these photos, I've included a couple of photos of magical weapons or altar tools, whatever you want to call them. These here are pentacles. This is a traditional. Remember, we talked about Gerald Gardner before. This is the traditional pentacle for Gardnerian Wiccan. This is more type of stuff you can find at a New Age shop these days. And this, of course, is I say, of course, like you guys know. This here is Pentacle of the Golden Dawn, which is a Hermetic organization from the 1920s. If you're interested in the Golden Dawn and learning more about ceremonial magic, there is a beautiful book that was written, published by Israel Regarde called The Complete Golden Dawn, and it will literally tell you all the secrets to the most influential secret society of all time involving occultism.
Awesome.
Yeah, he took Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, yogas, Kabbalah, crammed it all into one system, and it works. So, also Enochian magic. John Dee was a John Dee should have his own show. The Ace of Swords. In modern day Wicca, this is called an athame. Here is a Gardnerian symbols on an athame. Here is a Golden Dawn air, element air dagger, and here's just again something that you might find at a store. This is the intellectual portion. So the earth, I never even explain it. Earth is like a material. Okay, the pentacles have to do with finances, have to do with the dirt, that has to do with the physical manifestation of the shit around you. That is the element of earth. It's a very tactile sensation. Even if it's an emotional thing, it could still technically be earth. It is it's the feeling of poverty. It's the feeling of being rich. You know what I mean? It's not just wealth and poverty.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, even emotions affect you physically, right?
yeah. Well, if you didn't have a physical form, you'd probably still have emotions, right? If you take away your yeah, I don't know. Just food for thought. Anyway, this is intelligence. The dagger. It's really in modern day Wicca. It's kind of like a use all. It's like a Swiss Army knife. It's used for like everything.
Yeah.
So much so they also, the Wiccans also don't use. They usually have something else that they use that represents air on the altar, rather than, like, the athame is kind of like the workhorse, and then they have something else like a burning incense or something. So again, like I said, your mileage may vary with this one, because it's a little wacky. Next we have the emotional worlds of cups.
I fucking love cups.
Yeah.
Me a good cup, I do.
Again, this
B cup, A cup. No, fuck.
This is the Ace of Cups. Is the prime emotional thing. Of course, here we have a couple of. You can literally use anything as an altar tool, and that goes with any of this. What really matters is the meaning behind it, and not the object itself. That being said, look how cool the Golden Dawn one is. Like,
That's dope.
bro, that's sick.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a big fan of the Golden Dawn. They call it the flashing colors, and when they put them next to each other, and you look at it, it's almost like they're moving. It's like kind of a magical experience, in and of itself.
It's the golden dawn chalice. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Golden Dawn chalice might do it, but there should be different.
Yeah, I want to see, like,
there's different iterations and things.
do you have like a model of one or no? It looks really cool.
Are you asking if,
like, do you have like a have you made one, or like a replica?
No, I don't have a replica.
I'm just asking. Is that not? Are you not allowed to do that?
If I possessed magical or altar items, I would not feel comfortable broadcasting them on the internet.
Oh no, I wasn't saying to. No, I was just asking, like, if you had one.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, it's cool.
I am a ceremonial magician.
Gotcha. I understand.
Yeah. It's sort of the reason why I didn't open up the builder's deck, because you have to color them in yourself. These come completely blank, and what you do is you color them in with like a pencil, because what you're trying to do is, like, you're learning every detail about the card, but also like you're absorbing the symbolism through your eyes. That it's even though the power and the cosmos and stuff, it's all within you. Above, below, that which is within is without. When you color it in, it's like you're visually absorbing it,
Yeah.
and I'm just not comfortable. Like, I did a great
It
job. They look good, but it's just kind of it's a very personal thing. It's like,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
Yeah,
take here,
adds a
check out
level
a
of
picture
personal
of
thing.
my cock. It's like it's very.
That's me.
That's me. It's just not something you show somebody.
I got you.
Not on stream anyway. You guys
I
wanted
got you.
to see my cards afterwards,
I,
maybe, or my what?
I
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily asking like for you to show. I was just asking if you had one. I was just
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be.
I think everybody should have this. I think we should absolutely westernize ceremonial magic. Everybody should be doing this. Even
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Rum,
My stepdad has one.
has what?
A cup and an altar, and he practices a lot of this stuff. I don't think
Wait,
he
really?
probably has like this is why it's kind of like embarrassing for me because I don't know anything about it, but it's a huge part of my like stepfather's like life. I
So,
think
what? Not that I'm. Do you know what tradition? What magical
Wicca.
tradition? Wicca. Okay, yeah, Wicca. To me, I listen. I know I talk like Wicca's like something. It's perfectly, like I said.
I believe it's Wicca. Anyway.
It's
I could
the
be wrong.
same thing that I do. Only it's
Quick and dirty.
it
That's what you
really
said.
streamlines the process. It
Yeah.
really does. You don't
It's
have
not a bad. It's not even a bad thing. It's
no.
like
You don't have to learn. You don't have
No,
to.
that's like Lutheran Catholicism is kind of really similar. Where it's
Yeah.
just like it's like it's supposed to be more adapt or not adaptable, understandable to everyone.
Yeah. Because
By the way, I'm not hyping up Christianity. For everyone's reference, I'm an atheist, so don't worry, I'm not hyping that up.
dude,
What?
I bought you that book on ceremonial magic, dude.
No, I'm not.
You're
that
supposed to
doesn't mean-
tell everybody that you're a Thalamite now.
Just because I'm an atheist doesn't mean I can't participate in this kind of stuff.
What?
I would assume that's the case, right? Like, I don't think I need to
No,
necessarily believe
that's
in.
the rule. Sorry, dude. You're out.
You're out.
You're out. Send me the book back.
Yep. Return the.
You're
return.
out.
I did though. I did because I asked 8-Bit. This was a couple years ago. I asked him,
Yeah.
what do you want for Christmas? And he said, why don't you send me one of your books on magic? And I sent him which is basically like the sampler pack
It's
of
cool.
of all of this. It's like
Yeah.
very you mind linking it in the chat? It's called
Yeah.
Modern Magic.
Yeah.
It's by
Yeah.
Donald Michael Craig. By the way, he's sadly passed away a few years ago. But it literally has a little bit of everything that you can go, and it gets, it gets a little weird towards the end when he's talking about magical elixirs and stuff. But I just don't do that. I'm not into that.
Send him the. No, bubonic. No. And if he did, I would have drank in so many ridiculous things out of it. I'm pretty sure they haven't found it. Probably because it doesn't exist.
What's that?
The Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail?
Yeah. Does it exist? Belb, you tell me. Wait, that's a good question. Is that something addressed at all? Is the Holy Grail not just like a thing in Catholicism? Like, does it expand outside of that? Or is that kind of what these are? These chalices you've been talking about? Like, are those considered Holy Grails in a way?
That which is within is like that which is without.
Ah, see?
So
Okay.
the thing is the Holy Grail. I mean, if it existed, who knows if it still exists, right? But basically, if you... Okay, like the thought process behind it is like if you have something in the microcosm, your personal space,
Hmm.
you can change things on a bigger level because all of those things, above, below, above, they represent bigger energies.
Right.
If you're doing some sort of you're invoking the angels of like say Mars because you have some sort of fiery thing that you need to do, and you're sitting there and you're invoking them or whatever. The thing is like even though you're talking about a planet in the cosmos, that planet lives within your DNA. Because
Yeah.
kind of a spoiler alert, the tree of life is you.
Yeah. I was figuring that as we were going through it too, and I was gonna ask it, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a spoiler because
It's
I thought
like
you were gonna
because
build up to
the
that.
the thing is the tarot is the story of you. It's the story of all of us. That's why it's so important to love, is because we all came from one breath, one word. We are all the same person. We're all a part of God exploring its creation from the inside. That's what Hermeticism is.
See, that's beautiful as hell.
Ev- Aleister Crowley wrote that every man and woman is a star. And he meant it in a cosmos way, but whatever's in the cosmos, you know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
of us are cells in the exact same moving machine.
Yeah, it's one big alien ant farm.
Yep, one big alien ant farm.
I mean, in a way, I mean that kind of is right. Like,
Yeah,
I know it's obviously an alien ant farm joke, but at the same time, it kind of
no,
is what you're kind of talking about.
we are all pieces to a puzzle. We're all
It's a really interesting way to, yeah, let the self, because once you explained the tree of life kind of thing with that tree, that chair analogy,
yeah,
that's where it kind of clicked. I was like, oh,
yeah.
this is literally all of us. Just
So the Godhead, um, creating things, and there you are. As says it clearly in the holy texts of the Torah and the Bible, it says that we were created in God's image. Um, we get grosser and denser. I don't mean gross as in, I mean, I I get pretty greasy, especially in the summer. But what I mean is like we
we
become
all
more
do, brother.
we become more dense as we go down, and you can access these spheres, these through things like trance work, meditation, prayer. There's path working. You can climb that. You can obtain these like very real highs from working with this sort of thing. And I mean, it changes your perception on things. The only thing I mean, I've never personally done it myself, but when you have a like a magical experience using the system, it's a lot like how I've heard doing acid for the first time is. It clicks. Everybody is a part of something. Everything is, it's all about heightening your reality. It's all about heightening your self-worth, bringing the people up around you, checking in on people. I mean,
Yeah,
it gives you a new way to think about things. I'm not,
it
and I'm
puts you,
not
it puts you
suggesting.
back in a almost a yeah, hive mind kind of, not in the sense of like, oh, just doing what everyone says, but kind of just in the mentality, yeah, like you said, like emotionally feeling attached with everyone around you.
Yeah,
That's kind of, I think that's kind of how we're supposed to be, but I think a lot of us, including myself, have, we've kind of lost our way a little bit, and I think with the advent of something, the internet and stuff, where yeah, we're connected to a certain extent, but having it where a lot of our conversation is through text and stuff, it's easy to get lost and forget that we're literally all part of the same machine.
Yeah.
And we're all part of the same love machine, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Love is the law. Love under will. Law. You know?
I love that.
So oh yeah, by the way, for my queer friends of any type of persuasion, Aleister Crowley was a very practicing bisexual person.
Oh yeah.
It's very encouraged in Thelema to, if you want, if that's something you want and everybody's okay with it, you know, consent obviously is a thing. But,
yeah, well, it's like you said though. It's that like love is practicing on someone's will, and as long as all the parties have the similar will or like are accepting of your will,
yep,
and it's all love, then fuck it, dude, do it.
Will, by the way, used is more of a divine will. It's more like the will of the top of the tree. You know what I mean? Your will find, you know, the greatest good. You know what I'm saying? So if you think, well, Crowley was also a practicer of sex magic, and we can get into that if you want. Yeah, sex magic is weird.
That's coming from Belb.
Not yeah, I know that's coming from somebody who literally talked for almost 2 hours about imaginary friends and abstract ideologies and stuff, and
sex magic is fucking weird.
Yeah, it's not weird in the fact that it's bizarre or whatever. It's weird in the fact that like.
Feels so good.
Listen, I won't even get into details. Everybody knows I've never.
Weird how good it feels.
Everybody knows I've never had sex before.
Oh.
Anyway, the last thing is the wand, and the wand here we got like a in Wiccan shops and stuff. A lot of people are making like Harry Potter looking wands.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sick, I guess, because the craftsmanship goes up. But my thing is like, with all these tools, I would encourage somebody to make them. You know, really put yourself into it. You know what I mean?
Oh, make their own one.
Yeah, make your own wand. Like here, this one here, this looks like a stick. But if somebody goes out and they find a piece of, you know, if they spent a week praying for, you know, I get to the point where I need a wand, whatever, and they just find something, and it's like, this is beautiful. This feels like it's a part of me. Who's to say that this isn't the most sacred instrument to their magical path? You know? Also here,
the red and yellow one is fucking lit.
This here is like a what is it, Reiki almost wand. This red and yellow one here, this is the Golden Dawn, the flashing colors. And as far as my presentation, by the way, this is the element of fire. This is the prime. This is Godhead's passion, essentially. And if you'll notice, the tip of the wand kind of looks like a cock, and that's on purpose. Because the wand represents the cosmic penis.
Hell yeah! Is there a cosmic vagina?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah. Incognito mode.
Yeah, you can if it's like very.
No, it's
is that it? It's that.
Bro, it's like it's the.
Oh yeah, the dove is diving directly into it.
The thing is, what I'm saying is like these magical they represent a higher thing, and deity especially in again Jewish things. The name of God, Elohim, is it literally translates to something like God, goddess, and it's believed that it's, there's two divine beings in a like a constant state of bliss and ecstasy, and
Damn.
that's kind of what this is, and that's kind of like that's another one of the theories of our origin is like is super deep cosmic bust.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
So you're telling me the two entities are like constantly busting with each other?
yeah. I mean, well, yeah, and
That's
that's
fucking sick.
and that's the thing. That's what magic and Wicca and stuff like that is like.
Oh, we talked about. I mean, I've said that we both said this numerous times. Even the mainstream religions, they deny, or not deny, but preach monotheism. The reality is that most of these religions are technically polytheistic, and they need to basically have other ways to introduce specific entities, but giving them a different nomenclature. For example, Catholicism uses saints
Yep.
as their means of saying, "Oh, well, no, that's not God. It's just this specific saint that's actually in control of luck, or this kind of, or what have you."
And Hermeticism would say that saint, yes, could be a saint. It could be an angel.
Yeah.
But when you follow it up to the top, it's all the what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get what
It's
I'm
all
saying?
Godhead. It's all Godhead.
Yeah. Godhead, by the way, is an awesome,
I was gonna.
awesome album by a band called Lowlife.
I was gonna say it's very badass. It's really badass sounding, and it just sounds so sick. Godhead.
I
It's badass.
I'm gonna apologize to any of my Jewish viewers or anything. Because you're not supposed to look at or talk about or say the unspeakable name of God.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do that. Apparently,
Well,
Right.
it's too late. I think he just showed it. Now we're fucked.
okay, so yeah, maybe if you're superstitious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not at all.
So the name, so basically what this is the Tetragrammaton is what it's called. It's a four letter it's a four letter formula for the universe. And what I think is really funny, and I found this picture, is if you do it from the highest to the low, it like creates a little man out of the Hebrew letters. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you stack them on top of each other, it's like creates a little guy.
That has to be just circumstance, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
they use it.
I don't know.
They did that on purpose.
Bro, if it works, lean into it. You know what I'm saying?
I would lean heavy into that.
I reckon when they like first discovered that, their minds fucking
yeah, they're like, bro.
stoners, like...
Yeah.
Dude, check out what I just did. Remember that word we can't say? Dude, check out what I did. You made a little man.
That's sick.
Ezekiel, you made a little.
Oh, he's got little peepers too. Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry to anyone in chat if we
weren't mocking.
fucked your day up, because that was not our intention. But
no, there's a lot of names of deity. Adonai, Agla, I Elohim. But this one is special because it makes up the Kabbalistic worlds. And I always joke around and say that it's unpronounceable because there's no vowels in
Wow.
it. That's funny. You guys like that?
That's hella dumb, but I like that.
So I'm back in chat. How did chat do tonight? Did anybody get banned?
No.
Thank God.
Everyone was super respectful. Everyone was just more curious than anything.
Because here's the thing. If you weren't here for the start of the show, this is me. This is my religion. This is really very close to me. And shout out to Little Boofs. Boofs is very interested in having me be more personable on stream and talk about myself more. And this is the most important thing to me. Is the great work and and elevating yourself on the path. I don't know if I want to be like a ceremonial magic streamer. You know what I mean? Where it's like every single stream is like, oh yeah, let's pause this gameplay to talk about the Enochian tablets of whatever. Which, by the way, those are rad. I gotta show you guys them.
I mean, you don't have to necessarily do it like every stream or whatever, but like it's good that I think it's important to share things that are important to you. And I've known that this has been important to you for a while, but I can speak for everybody, and including Chad, that it's good that you're sharing. It's a lot of people don't know about it, including I know in the grand scheme very little. So
well, you know more now.
Very enlightening. Now I know a lot more. So it's it's cool.
I'm just really happy that it seems like people are receptive to my shit, because like I always thought that if I talked about this, it might have been like the beginning of the end of like my stream, because people would be like, well, Belb's kind of a weirdo, he thinks it's good to talk things over with demons and stuff. And it's like, a lot of people, I don't know, maybe I'm
I think you're just being too hard on yourself on that one. I think most people, especially, it's a good community here at MrBelb, and I think everybody loves the Belb, and we all know you're a weirdo. It's just, but like we're all fucking weird, dude.
I think you're being hard on yourself again, like Abit says, but also maybe a bit paranoid of the the general public.
I might be.
The beautiful thing about Twitch is it's possibly, if not the best, platform for communities, or like for building communities and nourishing communities. Because if anyone discovers your stream, once identifies with whatever it is you're talking about, it could be a positive thing, it could be a horrifically negative thing. If you want them there, they can be there. But if someone discovers your stream and just fucking trolls, or like says anything, like a single thing you don't like, just fucking ban them. Like it's your
shout out to Twitch for sure.
Shout out to Rum. Just fucking
shout out to
ban
Rum for fucking ban. Now you all know. If anyone,
I have zero
time. Every time, dude, he's popping bans out. Ban.
Spelling mistakes, ban. Like it needs to be perfect English. Fucking
that's a real thing. I if somebody speaks a different language, I'm I will tell them, because if I can't read it, I don't know what they're saying, and that's the only reason.
But you're not gonna ban them. You're just like, listen, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to
Yeah,
keep it English because I don't know if you're
that could be anything. That could be hate speech,
you could literally be.
Oh, true. Yeah, they could be spamming. Yeah, hate speech and stuff too. I've seen that happen to people. I think it's happened to phones.
Yeah. A lot of people will ask you to repeat stuff. And
sometimes
it's really
trying to get
tempting.
you in
Sometimes
trouble.
you want to be like, oh no, I could probably figure out how to say that thing. To look
Yeah,
into
yeah,
it,
because you're like,
and then it's
It
like at fucking bananas or some shit.
Roundy's stream one time.
Exactly.
You remember that one time?
Mm-hmm.
I literally muted. Not today. I'm talking about one time we were playing Rocket League and he invited people into the chat, and
it was a couple of kids.
Yeah, and they were a couple of kids, and they were from a different country, and they were saying things in a different language. And I remember telling Roundy, I said, "TOS is TOS in any language."
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, he's like, okay, and eventually, I was streaming too, so I straight up blocked him in the Discord call, and I was kind of open about it. It's like, listen, tell whoever it is I blocked him because they're being a shithead, and that's just kind of how it is. Don't be shithead.
Wait, so you found out that they were saying like fucked up shit?
Well, they were kind of open about it. They were like, oh, if you say this, it means,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was something like borderline homophobic.
Yeah,
they were just kids. They were just fucking about trying to get you to say stupid shit. But
and that's fine, but I also don't have to like it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
So, by the way, I wanted to show you guys this. I've referred several times to the Enochian tablets. This is the Enochian tablet of air. Back years ago, there was a guy named John Dee. The real life, he was a spy for the Queen. John Dee was the original 007. That was his actual signing thing.
Holy shit,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and when he wasn't doing, spy work or advising her based on astrology and just being a G, him and a partner by the name of Edward Kelly, they were trying to figure out a way to talk to angels, and they developed an entire system of it. And in the British Museum, they actually have his pentacle that he designed, that was instructed, that the angels told him to make. And it's crazy. It's such a he really needs his own
Twitch account
episode.
Sorry.
This
guy needs a Facebook.
It's really something. What he was able to accomplish.
How did they establish? How did they know if it worked? Like, oh, this language works for speaking with angels. Like, how did they establish? I'd love to know how they established that. Obviously,
it was a long time and a lot of experiments that they had to run. And
fuck, that looks cool.
Oh yeah, this is they can't see it. I'm trying to find the one that's in the museum.
Oh shit, I want to do a board of that.
I'm in the.
Do it, dude.
I am in the process. Well, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah, this is the original.
Oh, that's so sick.
This is the original.
That is really fucking sick. That looks so cool.
That John Dee actually used. It is made out of beeswax. It is 9 inches across.
That's made of beeswax?
Yeah.
That's preserved at this point? Like that's in the in the museum right now?
That's in the British Museum.
That's so fucking.
Oh shit.
And this was the pinnacle that the angels told him to make, and it would increase his success and calling them. So he basically was the magician, and his buddy Edward Kelly, who he was paying. Who, by the way, Edward Kelly is a villain in the game Neo, I think.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird because like I was playing along in the story, and it's like some like crazy necromancer guy, and it's like it's like
Edward Kelly.
Edward Kelly. It's like,
and you're probably like, "Are you fucking kidding
I was like,
me?"
what? That's not how we. What? No. It's like, if they said anything about John D, I probably would have been flat out pissed. But Edward Kelly was like a criminal, but
Really?
yeah, he was.
What did he do? What did he do that like? What kind of stuff did he do?
It was. I guess he had some sort of. He did some sort of something like tax evasion or something. I don't know. They cut his ears off. But anyway,
for taxes, dude. This is no.
Anyway,
Dude,
I mean, this,
taxes.
That's
what it's all about.
This is a portrait of John D. It was a long time ago.
Kind of looks like a cool guy.
You see his
It's a really nice beard. He's got.
I know. I was going to say
nice.
it's nice and pointy.
Yeah, it's very pointy. He looks like a wizard.
So,
That's what I'm slowly trying to go for.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
You know.
I guess he went for the look was correct.
So Edward, he was paying Edward Kelly to scry for him because he wasn't a psychic. He tried to scry and he just couldn't do it. And I'm not saying psychic.
Scry?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Scrying is like using a crystal ball or gazing into like a puddle, and entrancing yourself. And basically, what you shut your brain off and you basically allow things to go on.
Like a medium.
Yeah, kinda, but not like, oh, over here.
Yeah, no,
this is ghosts. Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's not like the Long Island medium.
No.
Wait a second. Isn't your aunt the Long Island medium?
Oh my god, no.
Because that's what I've been telling everybody.
You can tell me that. That's pretty funny. Definitely not, though.
Yeah, because you come from Long Island, so that's it.
Yeah, we all actually.
Yeah, so that's
that entire show is accurate for every single currently, and it never goes away. It's actually a curse. Everywhere I go, ghosts are talking to me. It pisses me off. Real talk.
Oh.
Just being followed around by fucking. Oh, I've just blanked on the name.
Dude, you know how annoying like our generation of ghosts will potentially be?
Oh my.
Because so many people and imagine them as fucking ghosts.
Oh,
never leaving you alone. What?
I just thought of that. Can you imagine a ghost? It's like in back of you. Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it now, Mr. Just like, because like, I hate to sound old, but like most of you young people are the most annoying shitheads I've ever met. Never stop. Shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's gonna
Wake
be
up
fucking
in the middle
horrible.
of the night in like cold sweat, so you can hear like the rustling of like a kid doing the floss like in the corner of your room.
Oh, you see,
hell yeah.
You're getting it. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so. Oh.
Listen, with this point on, we need to protect the children. The generation that is the most annoying needs to be preserved for as long as possible. Because if anything tragic happens to them, they're going to be stuck with us forever.
I'm talking about us, my age. Also, shit.
Dude,
we're not. It's so fucking. Imagine me being a ghost at your house.
Do nothing.
I would complain about everything.
Yeah,
dude, it sucks. Cool. It sucks on the other side. You got to get me out of here, and I would not leave
Bro,
I literally would not leave you, bro. You have to get me out.
that shirt was just cleaned.
Yeah, he's like, bro,
Switch
you're
it
wearing
up.
That. I would constantly nag you. I'd be like, dude, you're wearing that shirt again? You literally wore that like 2 days in a row. I'm serious?
Have you guys seen Ghost Town with Ricky Gervais?
No, I haven't. I like Ricky Gervais.
God,
I think it's funny.
It's literally what you're describing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
That's
so
okay. I answered that out. That's fine.
I'm trying.
Yeah, dude. And like, cause all the ghosts around right now, right? You imagine like a lot of them are from like, I don't know, like I can only imagine fucking British ghosts. Like they'd be way too nice. They'd be like, wait, excuse me, sir?
Unless they're like the Cockney type.
Oh,
Then it'd be extra funny.
Cunt.
Hey,
Yeah,
Flo,
oi, prick.
you looked at my ghost girlfriend, hey? What do you think? I'm a mug?
just fucking shouting at you out of taxi windows. Like,
actually, I can't even say that because if honestly, you know, what would be bad. Like, you know, like New York, like Italian ghosts. How annoying they would be. like mafioso ghosts. Holy shit!
You're gonna spend all day doing that.
What are you
Move it or
making?
lose it.
What the fuck is that? I told you I like to spell spaghetti and meatballs, and again you antipasta with feta cheese. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You would not be able to like get a fucking minute in the kitchen on your own.
You call that a fucking pizza?
The dough is flat.
The amount of microwaves you'd go through in a year.
What the fuck are you doing?
Smash them up.
Yeah, dude. I can't imagine how awful we would be as ghosts. I feel bad for the generations following us. Although probably won't be too many more because we're already destroying the environment to all hell. So it'll probably be.
What the fuck is that?
No more ghosts to go around.
This is actually what we were talking about.
Is this the thing?
This is the thing,
Dude,
yeah.
You're not. Oh my god. Yeah, show them.
Why can you buy that?
Dude.
The Etsy shop is called Baby Creatures, and they are the grossest.
They're fucked. Fucked.
And we were talking about these.
Absolutely fucked.
I don't know if I'm comfortable showing them on.
Yeah,
on
maybe
stream.
not. Oh, that one. I hate
insane.
that one. I hate that one.
I love it.
But
wait, you can't. You have to show that one. You have to show that one. That's fine.
This is fine.
There's nothing wrong with that one. I mean, there's things wrong.
It's very. There's very okay. So, yo, trigger warning for anybody who has any ounce of sanity.
It's so fucking.
If you don't want to see a sentient ball sack.
So
it's so fucking weird.
So this Etsy seller has been, as I've looked through quite a few of their
so good. It's so good. I love that one too. That's the same one. I love the different angle.
I like
hit him with it's like he's doing a pose. Now give me fears. And then he does this.
You're a tiger.
You're a tiger. That's so fucking stupid. I don't not like that. I do not
fine.
like that.
That one's fine.
These things fuck me up.
They're so bad, dude.
That's what the reptilians look like? Nah, not a chance. I pick a picture of
anyway. I should probably
needle teeth.
I should probably
just a fucking tortoise.
Baby hybrid tick.
That's fucked up.
Oh my god, that's I don't like that.
Oh my! It looks
so good.
It looks like too heavy to punt. You know what I mean? If it comes out,
I wonder how much these weigh.
You think I'm allowed to show this on Twitch?
You can show
Yes, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't. Yeah, you're fine.
It's just really grotesque,
It's fucking
man.
gross. That's all. It's just fucking gnarly. It's just really fucking weird looking. And also this if anything, this is perfect for what we're doing right now. We could spend an entire episode looking
I was
shit.
literally just about to say that. That's
Literally an entire episode.
It's-
Oh,
I'm
look
not
at
even joking.
If you listen to it, it's
Look
just
at
us
the-
going, "Oh, what the fuck!"
It's like what is
It's
that?
like, it's
Vascular?
like it's ribs. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's like, oh my god, and it just looks so fucking real. It's so like the flesh.
Yeah.
It's like that's what's so unsettling about it. Is this person is really fucking talented artist, and they do a great job with some very disgusting ideas. I mean, there's some that I think they actually like. Yeah, there are some of his stuff that you probably can't show on Twitch because of the fact that I think it shows some nudity.
Well, the thing is some of the things are anatomically correct, and it's not,
Yes.
and it's not in the way, like it's not disgusting or vulgar or anything, but
it's not sexual, but
it's
like,
it's just something
No, yeah, I feel you, and that's the thing, right? I'm pretty sure, and I'm not telling you at all to do this. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure if you do show stuff like that, I think it's actually it is fine on Twitch as long as it's not like sexual in nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's in TOS, but I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying that.
So this here, look at this. This is great that they're doing their skills for this. So if you need to feed like your puppies or something, they actually made these little milk bottles. They're like
That's that's cute.
You know,
I mean,
it kind of looks like a bong.
It looks 100% like a bong.
So
I feel really uncomfortable smoking out of that.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to smoke.
But anyway,
that.
this is great for, I mean, infant.
Yeah, big ups.
Infant.
I mean, it's by the same guy too.
Yeah, it's by the same store. Yeah. Yeah, if you can call that
cool.
ticket
They
art.
make, like,
Fuck.
They make like utilitarian stuff. That's cool. I didn't know.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at these.
So what that tells me is that not only do they look
So realistic.
incredibly fleshy and accurate, but that means that they actually probably feel it too.
No,
If they're going to be able to use it in that utilitarian sense for actually a replacement for a teat.
Like
That's
that
the
you
right
said
word, right?
teeth. Yeah.
I know. I was like, I that's right. Teat, nipple. I don't know. Oh wow, I don't. What is it called? Alternative angel. Oh, it's got its like wings like sprouting out like
cat
oh
wings.
my god.
You guys seen cat wings?
No. What is that?
Some cats have like actually fucking developed wings in the past. They're like extra limbs that come out of the back of them, and they're actually like movable and shit. Like, but they look fucked up. They look so.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Advanced crustacean.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Bro.
I'm trying to find something
What are
that's
you
worthy
talking about?
of showing. I think I can show this one, right?
You could definitely show that one.
Is
you could definitely show that one. 100%.
What
about that?
Anything that you can't show, in my
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know there's some that you're like, I don't think there's been a single one you can't show.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't know if this is something I want my face next to on the internet.
Why not?
Because it's horrible.
I mean, it's horrible in terms of the way it looks, but as in strictly coming from like the art form and how much effort and work this person has to put into look like this, I think it's in a weird way beautiful. You know what I mean? It's definitely gross. But
put that right in your garden.
It's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it?
Oh my god, I hate that. Dude, imagine going to your friend's house and it's nighttime and you've been drinking and you're like, dude, I gotta go take a piss in the bushes or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then peeking out of the you see that
ground.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Punted.
Yeah, I'm getting straight putted, or I'm screaming at the top of my lungs and running away.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you have an actual fucking alien.
I
don't know what to do.
So I was peeing and I saw something crawling out of the dirt, and I
Yeah,
stomped it to death. And I'm pretty sure we have to call the FBI.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what I just killed. I think we have a problem.
I wanna show this. I think this here is the complete set of what John D worked for. This is the whole thing. If you wanna, you too can communicate directly with the angels.
How?
With this.
That's how you do it, dude.
You just to have that and
Yep.
figure it out.
No.
Yep.
No, there's a process. Oh no, it's back on the screen. Oh no.
Gotcha.
No.
You piqued everyone's interest, everyone's staring really at the screen, and then immediately cuts back to that.
So did anybody oh no.
Ophelia. That is some dead space shit right there.
I
That's
hate
fucking
this.
sick.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
I love that.
Fuck you, Rum. So did anybody learn anything about hermetics specifically with tarot? At least a little.
I did. I learned a great deal actually.
Yeah.
I learned that I'm way more ignorant than I thought I was. I still didn't learn like what kind of questions that you kind of use the tarot cards to answer.
That's a good, yeah. Generally speaking, I mean, I know like whenever I've seen like tarot readings and stuff, I think the desired questions that people ask are like almost vague, like what does my future hold and stuff. Is that typically the thing that is answered by these, or?
I scanned an article saying like what like tarot card readers hate being asked, and that's
Okay.
like when am I gonna die, like what's gonna happen to like me in the future, or like
well, I don't think
asking about like other people and shit, like repeating questions.
I doubt that like I'm sure the most hated questions are specific ones because they're not gonna be able to answer incredibly specific questions. You're like, hey, when am I gonna get this next job? Numbers? It's like, I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Just read what the cards say.
Yeah,
so.
Do you see anywhere on this card where it's a job, or when you're gonna make it big on Twitch or something? Like, no.
Am I gonna get any big donations this year?
Yeah, am I gonna get some big thick donos this week?
Is Mr. Beast gonna hop in?
How many subs am I gonna have by right. That's the perfect card, dude. I pulled the Twitch card.
Mr. Bell, would it be okay to ask what kind of questions you ask the cards for yourself?
So, to be totally honest, I use them more as a meditative tool.
Yeah.
Experiment kind of stuff.
Yeah, but there's a lot of I used to do readings for friends and stuff, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's tough because the thing is like I feel like a lot of people I know don't take it seriously, or and the thing is like beyond a divinatory device, they're it's a story, you know. It's a story of the fool going out and, you know,
It's about the narrative.
developing themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And then that's what I like about it. But yeah, if I mostly people just whenever they ask about like love interests.
Mm.
When am I gonna get a girlfriend, dude?
Get my
I don't know. Quit being a creep. How's that?
When am I gonna get a girlfriend, fool?
Oh my god, that's my favorite voice now.
These these here, these this tarot of ceremonial magic.
Uh-huh. Do those tell you when you you're gonna get a girlfriend?
Actually, no.
Yeah, there's.
You'd be really surprised to learn that no. So there's just a lot of information. Oh, I better not show that one because that will be misinterpreted.
Show me after stream, please.
It has an ancient Buddhist symbol on it.
Oh, got it. I know exactly what's going on. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Understood.
I'm with you as
Understood.
well. I understand that reference.
Yeah, it's good that those fucking assholes ruined that.
Mm.
Fucking dickheads. I mean, they're past dickheads. I don't even know what the fucking pieces of shit garbage people. I don't know. I don't know what to call them. So many words I could use.
So, okay, check this out, right? These cards. First of all, the back is sweet because it looks like John Dee's Holy Table.
Mm.
But there's a lot of information on this. So this is the Two of Wands. Up here, it has a specific cell within, the Enochian tables, and down here, it has. Check it out. It has some seals here for like the Goetia and the Sanherishef angels. Anyway, there's a lot of information on these things. For example, again, the sun. Okay, here's the moon. Okay, and the moon, when we went over the it before, so here's the moon. Here's the artwork for it.
Mm-hmm.
But here in the middle, look, it has the planetary and the zodiac sign, and it has different colors corresponding to them. So it's like in that's why I recommend this book, and the book and this deck itself is because it's got a lot. Like on the it's a it has Kabbalah, astrology, Enochian magic, and Goetia all rolled up into one deck of cards. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like an all-in-one experience of mess around. And look at this, dude. On this one, bro, this one even has I Ching on it right there. And it even has one of the panels from the Enochian tables. We gotta talk about Enochian stuff sometime, but
yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot. I mean,
there's so
now,
much.
like I was gonna say, like I feel like we definitely talked about a lot, but I feel like there's a lot more that. I mean, I wouldn't mind an entire episode on just Cabal. To be honest with you.
On what?
On the Cabal.
Oh, the Kabbalah, yeah. So
Kabbalah, sorry, yeah.
a cabal is like what politicians
Yeah,
join,
I
and then
I was
they kill children.
the I definitely want to learn more about Kabbalah, and I might just do it on my own time to get a better idea of it.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Speaking of sick things, check this out. That lady's
shit.
way stabbed up.
Holy shit.
What happened there?
That's
She got
the Nine of
walked through the
Swords for
wrong
you,
end of
bro.
Luton.
Damn, why'd you get fucked up like that?
You have to look into the Nine of Swords, bro.
Trying to find some Nine of Swords lore.
Yeah. Well, luckily here at the it says here it's despair and cruelty. And the reason for it is because it's Mars in Gemini, and this because the Nine of Swords represents June 1st through June 10th, and it says Gemini from 10 degrees to 20 degrees. They have it's I don't know if you can see it because it's dark on dark, but everything is on these cards. And they were extremely expensive, but they reprinted them recently, and I was able to get a pack. And like I said, Lon Milo Duquette thinks he's so funny. Check this out, dude.
He's so funny.
He is funny.
Brie joke.
Check this. Yeah, the Bria. Look at this.
Wow.
The Two of Cups is ice creams.
What happened
Oh
when
my
the cheese
god,
factory
dude!
exploded?
What is this dude's problem? That's
It's
actually
really
I
everywhere.
really like that.
Yeah,
I
he teaches occultism with a lot of humor involved. Like his book, The Chicken Kabbalah, is filled with bad jokes. And the thing is it's funny because it's a book that's written by him, but it's based on the teachings of a rabbi that never existed. It's a mess. Here's a 7 of Cups. It's all a bunch of martinis. But anything Lon Milo Duquette, I would recommend. The dude, he not only is he a genius, but he's fun about it, and he's got a whole bunch of lectures even on YouTube. And I've told you about Lon before, 8-bit.
Yeah, you have.
Because you've listened to some of his music.
Yep.
And he looks just like my friend's dad. Looks like just like Tupe Fiasco's father.
Oh, really?
A spitting image. It is ridiculous. Anyway, we really dragged this one out past. But I mean, I'm having fun talking to him.
Same.
Whatever. Are you guys done? I assume you're probably done because it's got to be.
I gotta eat some dinner.
Rum, what is it? It's got to be close to 14 o'clock.
Yeah.
14
getting there. 14 past the hour.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Vince. Hell yeah.
Eventually I want to get Vince in a call and he can talk about his paranormal experience. He's been waiting patiently to do that.
Yeah.
I would love that. What are you talking about? Of course, I want to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, you're way into ghosts though. So
I want to hear about that for sure. I want to do another episode on ghosts, to be honest.
Yeah, well, ghosts is like, I feel like that's such like an easy thing because like there's always sightings of ghosts. There's always new something.
Exactly.
There's always, people are always seeing like the Virgin Mary in a tree or something. There's always like something like that that's always happening, and it's just like kind of a shoo-in. So that's why I'm like kind of trying to pick around. Like I thought your idea to do the water monsters was totally ingenious because I would have never thought of it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I liked it, but yeah, I guess this has been Beyond the Veil again. Big thank you to Rum and 8-bit. 8-bit makes all the graphics for this thing. They're both streamers. Follow them both. Yeah.
Everyone have an awesome night.
Yeah, and hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions about things and you wanna do a deeper dive, a more personal dive, hit me up. I'd be willing to talk to you in private about my favorite thing.
Belb loves talking about this shit.
Yeah, I literally will. I will talk about magic all day.
He truly will. As
I have, dude. I've
he talks about it to me a lot, which I'm not complaining about. I find it really interesting, but we really have. This is the first time you really ever talked about tarot with me. So
yeah,
this was cool. This was cool to learn about.
yeah. So and again, it was unfinished. Basically, I just
Yeah.
the very basic skimming the surface of the deep dive with the trumps, and that's as far as we got. That and the suits. That's all we got to. We didn't even get to any meanings or even the story that goes along with the tarot, the Fool's Journey.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get to it.
I'll be interested to hear about the stories. It was good to get like a guide on what the cards are.
So much.
Yeah.
Like what they're called and how they came to be.
Yeah. I'm excited. I want to learn more. I want to do another tarot.
We'll do one. We'll do one sometime. I don't know if I want to do them back to back.
No, we don't. No. I wasn't saying.
Yeah, I'd say.
Let's do
break them
something. I want something spooky next time.
Like
being something spooky.
I'll think about spooky stuff. I'll figure something out.
Anyway, folks. Bye
everybody.
I'm gonna probably shut my stream off, but I'm gonna be poking around on the computer afterwards. So if you wanna message me on Discord or maybe play a video game or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, Beyond the Veil out.
Later.
Love you.
Aww.